My mother, who I love dearly, she used to always teach me how to pack when I was a kid. I'm about 10, 11 years old, and we would have to travel all the time. And she would sit down on the bed and kind of demand what I go get. So it's kind of like we're supposed to be packing, but I put it in the bag. So she'd say, son, go grab yourself a jacket. And only thing I wanted to pack at 10, 11 years old was my Ninja Turtle outfit and my Michael Jordan Bulls shirt. I felt like if I had that, I'm good. She's like, son, you don't want any underwear, toothbrush, nothing? Nope, that's all I need. So she's trying to teach me how to pack, and we're arguing back and forth. And I'm like, Mom, this is good. She finally got sick and tired of it. You know, like parents do. So, come here, sit down. When you put your teeth together and grit. And she says, son, you don't just pack whatever you want to put in the bag. You pack for where you're going. I'll say it one more time. You don't just put whatever you want to put in the bag. You pack for where you're going. I say that to you to say that from the day that you started your life to now, you don't even realize that you're packed with whatever you need for whatever life demands. That you've got a supply for whatever life demands. This is not some pie in the sky. Nobody can do your job. Listen, a mother, a parent, the job that you work, how many people you know have the patience packed inside of their character that they can deal with what you deal with in a day? Listen, you got to deal with Atlanta traffic, and then you got to, in a quick second, assess how much of this is an actual physical need, how much is mental, how much is emotional, and you got to have enough in yourself to supply the demand. That's what business is. Business is supply and demand. What I'm telling you is you have enough supply for the demand of not just the students that you deal with, your coworkers, the organization, the company. You're rich. Like, for real, you are rich. Can y'all say it with me? I'm rich. Come on, say it like you got a winning lotto ticket. I'm rich. That's what I'm telling you. Business is supply and demand. You have enough supply for everything your life demands. You have enough for your personal life. You got enough for your work life. You got enough for family. You got enough for kids. And you still got enough for yourself? You're rich. You are a multi-million, multi-billion, multi-trillion. So much money you got to make an ugly face. Lord, you're rich. How many people do you know can meet the demands of life with the little supply they have? You have to have the supply of patience. You have to have the supply of attentiveness, the supply of empathy, the supply of character, the supply of concern to isolate your own needs long enough to actually be able to meet the needs of someone else, even when sometimes you're not having a good day. It takes a large supply to do that. I'll be honest, I'm not wide enough. I don't have enough in my bag to meet the demands of that, but you do. That nobody else can do your job. It's kind of like when I went last night to the Cavs game, Cavs and the Hawks, and I see everybody on the sideline yelling at LeBron. He should have shot, he should have this. It sounds good from the sideline. But if you were out there on the court, air ball. That's how it is with your job. Nobody can do your job. You ought to be so proud of what you do, when you do it, how you do it. That just like an athlete celebrates his talent, you celebrate that you got enough supply for whatever life demands. So I'm going to tell you to do something, and it's going to sound a little odd, and I know a few faces are going to turn up when I say it, but it'll make sense afterwards. So can you trust me for a second? Thank you. You're the only one nodded your head. Thank you, man. The rest of them like, I don't know you like that. All right. So I need you to do something for me. I need you to, and I'm going to say it, and I know you're going to look at me like, I know he didn't say that. Yeah, I did. It'll make sense in a minute. I need you to mind your business. Yeah. I knew it was going to happen. I kind of prepared myself for like, what? Okay, listen to me. I'm not talking about don't be nosy, although if you are, you really shouldn't. But mind your business is an acronym for making intentional, necessary decisions. Making intentional, necessary decisions. Making, you smart, you got it already. Making intentional, necessary. Oh man, all of you valedictorians today. Making intentional, necessary decisions about the business of you. That's why I'm telling you to mind your business, because here's the dilemma. You think it's selfish to not care for other people, and I think it's selfish to not care for yourself. The most selfish thing you can do is not mind your business. To give out so much of your supply that you can't meet your personal demand. To give everything you have to where you're so bankrupt that I've given to someone else's children, but I'm too frustrated to deal with my own. I'm telling you to mind your business, that it is not selfish to take a break, to take some you time. It doesn't make sense to know everything in a book to pass a test, to know everything to do my job, but to not even know how to satisfy myself. So I need you to do me a favor. I told you to make sense. I need you to make an intentional. You hear the word intentional. It doesn't happen on accident because everybody has nothing to do and they want to do it with you. Like most people's schedule is wide open. What you doing tomorrow? Nothing. You want to do it with me? Nah, I'm good. But what about you? Like, be honest. Most of the time, you don't even know how to satisfy your own self because you're so used to meeting external demands that you don't know how to meet internal demands. Have you ever noticed that you can do certain things in your day and you feel alive, you feel excitement, smile comes on your face, you feel joy, and then you do other things and you feel tired, you feel lethargic, you looking at the clock and it feels like 7 hours and it's been 7 minutes, like, I want to go home, I want to go home. Have you ever noticed the difference of what you feel when those 4 feel-good chemicals kick in, that dopamine, serotonin, when you start producing and doing things in yourself that you come alive at a certain point? What I'm telling you is, spoil what spoils you. Like, find the thing that while you're doing it, is giving back to you. Like, this is it for me. You think I'm giving to you. Well, really, you're giving to me. It is supply and demand. My supply allows me to express thoughts and condense them, to share something with you, to give an exchange. It's give and take. But you demand that I say something worth listening to. It's supply and demand, and now I'm spoiling what spoils me because if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't feel good. Like me not being able to do this, I don't have energy, I don't come alive. What I'm telling you is you have to find the thing that spoils you in such a way that time stands still, you lose yourself, it's euphoric. What I'm trying to tell you is spoil what spoils you is not selfish. It's selfish to not spoil yourself. It's selfish to look someone in the face every day and encourage them but not encourage yourself. Like even if you stole 5 minutes out of your day to say, you know what, when's the last time I listened to a song I like? Like just turned it all the way up in the car like, hey, y'all give me a second, I gotta go make a phone call. Just to blast your music in the car and just be, I mean, even if you don't have no rhythm, even if you sing in the key of off, sometimes you just gotta get in there and do it, right? Like you can sing harmoniously in the key of off, like, whatever you gotta do, you gotta do it. Because you have to spoil what spoils you. Can you say it with me? Spoil what spoils. That's what, come on. Somebody's not even convinced. You can't even say it and be honest. You're like, well, at 7 o'clock, I got to take my kid to softball. No. Like isolate you. Spoil what spoils. It doesn't have to cost you money. Like it's not about budget. It's not about anything else. It's about running the business of you successfully, that you make an intentional, necessary decision to schedule you. So here's what I want you to do for just a second. You can write it down, you can take a picture, you can memorize it. What have you scheduled for yourself this week? Or even this weekend? Like, are you on your schedule? Like, be honest with me. Are you on your schedule? She's like, no. I want you to make sure that you do not allow yourself to give out so much supply from your internal supply that you don't take care of yourself. You owe it to you. Because you can't pour into anybody else if you didn't pour into yourself. So stop being so selfish and giving to everybody else and not giving to yourself. So here's the thing I want to say to you. I don't want to take too much time. I don't know how old you are. I'm 33 years old. And when I was coming up, we had these antenna TVs. Y'all don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all look like y'all like 15, 16 years old. So you probably don't know anything about this. Y'all like y'all about 16, 17, maybe 21. Okay, so we used to have these TVs, and y'all might not remember it had what we call the rabbit ears, the antenna TV, and you would have to take the thing and move it and turn the knob, and the picture looked clear, and you're like, wait, oh no, you're trying to get that perfect picture, and something would happen when you would move them too much. Somebody would always break the antenna. Did y'all used to break too? And what you do is, you look in the closet and go grab what? Y'all so country with your country selves. You grab a wire hanger. You take that wire hanger and you unfold that wire hanger. And you then put a little aluminum foil around it, wrap that thing around. I told y'all from Panama City, I'm country now. If we have none left, we'll take it off somebody's plate in the refrigerator. And that time I have a little chicken on it. All right, so So you take that aluminum foil with the wire hanger and you connect it to the TV and the TV will work, right? Now, the person who made the TV was not thinking about the wire hanger. And the person who made the wire hanger was not thinking about the TV. But somewhere between the person who invented the TV and the person who invented the wire hanger, we were left with a problem. And to solve our own problem, we took two things that are independent, that shouldn't work together, to make it work together for something that we needed. What I'm trying to tell you is that collectively, within the organization of the school system, you might not even understand how your role, your function serves a purpose within the overall organization. You might feel overlooked, you might feel underpaid, you might feel as if you are doing more than what you should have to do. But you have no clue that in between all of the departments, all the things that are going on, you, my friend, are just like that wire hanger and that TV. Collectively, your job makes everything run. Your job is the ability to create an environment for every student. Are you following me? Are you following me? The wire hanger and the TV serve the purpose for us to watch television. You collectively, your role, the things that you do on a day-to-day basis allows an environment, even if I'm gonna just be honest, right? Even if some days you're frustrated with everything around you, you're creating an environment that changes the world by helping a child. Right? Now, I know it might sound cliche and sometimes that's not enough, but here's the reality. Every person should want to do something in their lifetime that outlives them. That's what drives me. That if you had to follow me around all day long and I couldn't tell you what I did or who I was, would my life speak loud enough to tell you who I am? Yes. If I were dead and gone, the things that I did while I was alive, would it be loud enough to speak for me? Yes. What I'm telling you is your life is so loud into the life of a student that even when you're gone, they'll remember, even if they don't remember your name. This one lady when I was at school one day, this one guy when I was at this place. You never know the impact that you would have. That crescendos, everybody's got an inspiring moment that changes the course of their life. So what I'm telling you is somebody needs you to happen so they could happen. That there is some person that needs you to happen so they could happen. Can y'all think with me for 1 second? This is how my mind works, right? Like, let's walk through it. There's this beautiful thing happened about 20-something years ago known as the internet, right? Okay, so if the internet doesn't happen, Wi-Fi can't happen. If Wi-Fi don't happen, then FaceTime and all these gadgets and social media can't happen. So if you look on something that simple and see how connection points progresses all of us and makes life more convenient. Because I can't imagine not having Google. Like, I like for real. I remember when you used to have to look up a map and pull over. I used to drive from Florida to Atlanta and somebody's in the passenger seat and fall asleep, forget to tell you to turn left. wait, what you do? Like, what I'm telling you is your life is a connection point for somebody else. Just like the internet connects to Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi connects to social media, no invention could have been made if the internet didn't happen. What I'm telling you is your life is a GPS for somebody else. And someone will end up lost at some place that they should have direction to because somebody needs you to happen so they can happen. I could end on a high note and be like, oh yeah, I killed it. Woo, that boy killed it, right? But I would much rather give you something that you can take with you. So, here it is. It's a recap. All I want you to do, if you don't hear anything else I said, if you ignore me, if you don't remember that guy from Florida who was loud with the bald head and the beard, you don't have to remember my name. It's cool. It's okay. Marcus Y. Rosier. On all social media outlets, same name, Marcus Y. Rosier. You don't have to remember Marcus Y. Rosier. You don't have to remember my name. It's okay. But all I want you to do is realize that you have got to supply for whatever life demands. And I want you to take the time to spoil what spoils you. Like literally, before Monday, I want you to have done something for yourself. Like If you had, can y'all do this for me for a second? Can you close your eyes for just 1 second? Like literally, just a couple seconds. I know you don't trust the person next to you. Like, yo, she might go in my purse. It's going to be a fight. Listen, okay, before you do, like legit, close your eyes for just a second. And if you have lost track, like somewhere between marriage and a kid or the occupation, you lost the thing